Greetings, everyone. This is Payman Lorenzo, your host for the Leaders with a Heart podcast. Today, I have a very special guest, my good friend Yuri. He's, he's someone that helps the accountants not only just look at the numbers, but also help their business, guide them, and is helping them doing a lot of good stuff. He's going to share with us his story, his background, and all of that. He's got a tremendous story, and that's why I invited him for this episode to share with us not only his what he's doing, but also his mission and all that. So that's going to be a very interesting episode for you guys. So, Yuri, welcome to the show, my friend.
Hey there. Thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure.
Yeah. So a little bit about me. I'm a chief financial officer with a little bit over 15 years experience in corporate finance and accounting. I own my own accounting and finance firm in New York as well. But right now we're pretty much remote for the past 2 years. And so I do practice what I preach, okay? And I've helped four Fortune companies, three global marketing agencies, and over 300 businesses increase millions in net profits combined. And basically just help them with their growth, with analysis, with team building, with creating better processes. And my experience does include working with some top CFOs in the country, and I hired and trained over 150 accountants, bookkeepers, financial analysts, and accounting managers, to really train them how to think like a CFO, so they can be an advisor to businesses and company CEOs.
Okay. So do you specialize in any specific niche or industry, or no?
So I used to, when I worked in corporate finance, I worked with a few Fortune companies, and then my big niche was in the last 6 years in corporate. I worked with a few global advertising agencies. We got clients here and there in different niches, but mainly that's the niche I've been working with for the past 6 years. But pretty much, the finance and accounting framework, it's pretty much the same across many companies. Okay, obviously there's different types of P&Ls, there's different types of product P&Ls, but overall the framework and the structure is the same.
Okay. So before we get into the nitty gritty of your business, tell us about yourself. What's your why? What's your why? What's the reason that you get into this business in the first place?
So when I was, again, as I said, when I was working in corporate finance, I was helping the bigger players. Then, like all of us, at some point, corporate people, we get laid off here and there. So I did have a layoff, and when I was laid off, I was like, what? Let me try to help a few small businesses. And when I started helping these small businesses, I quickly saw the gap. I'm like, wow, these business owners don't know anything around their numbers. They have no guidance. They have no support. And really, if in corporate finance, we have bigger finance departments. So they have finance departments. So I was trying to figure out who is the finance department in a small business. And it's obviously not the business owner, it's their accounting firm that they're working with. So I tried to help these business owners understand their numbers, and I had pretty good success with it. And but at a time came when I wanted to create a much bigger impact, and I'm like, how do I help more businesses? And and I had this little aha moment where, again, and I just said it, businesses have their own CPA firms, they have their own accounting firms, bookkeeping firms that are working with them, and I noticed that they're not helping them. And my why is, we want to make businesses last forever, right? So business owners can pass them on to their kids, their legacy. So people are employed, so the economy thrives, and because of all this, we're making the world a better place.
Sure. So tell us a little bit more about the current business you're in. So how does it work when, let's say some CFO are watching this right now, how would they get in touch with you and how would they benefit them? So tell us about what you offer in your business right now.
So currently I offer I developed over many years, I developed a financial planning and analysis program, to help businesses. And again, since I wanted to make a bigger impact, after I helped so many businesses, I've helped over 300 businesses, um, you know, with their financials, with their accounting, with their processes. And now I'm using that same exact system, but I'm showing accountants how to give it to their business owners. Okay.
And
So that.
okay. So how long do you have some kind of membership or
So
get someone?
currently, I started developing a program for accountants, and right now we're in the launch in the beta phase. And right now, I'm currently offering the program for probably it's around 60 to 70% off. The full price that it's going to be by the end of this year, by the end of 2020, and going into 2021. Because every single day I'm developing the program. I'm going to have people that are going to join my program with me. So we're going to have a leveraged coaching model where the accounting firm is going to be able to, sign into, for example, a Facebook Live or a Zoom Live during the week, and we're going to answer their questions. We're going to obviously teach them. Like the biggest core here is actually teaching them, the accounting firms, the actual CFO services, the real CFO services. Because in today's day and age, there are many accounting firms that are saying they're offering CFO services, and in reality, what they're putting under the CFO services is bookkeeping and payroll, and it's basically basic accounting services, and this is not what helps business owners grow. Okay.
All right. So do you have a team around you, or is this only you just running the show and doing all the teaching and all that?
Right now, as we're starting out, I am the one that's running the show. I have another VA that's helping me, but in about a month and a half, 2 months, maximum 3 months, we're going to have a whole team that's going to help accountants. With I'm going to teach the CFO program. We're going to have somebody who's going to do tax planning strategies. We're going to help business owners. We're going to have them help business owners save money on taxes, because most people are overpaying in taxes. We're going to have another day where we're going to help them with the marketing, the ads, the funnels, how to get people. So basically giving them the whole client acquisition and marketing system. Okay. And we're also going to have another day where we're going to have some kind of maybe a motivation for accountants, because nowadays accountants, they're if they don't get into advisory, they're looking to fail.
Sure.
And it's not just my words. It's if you go to accountingtoday.com, that's what they're saying there. If accounting firms, bookkeeping firms, CPA firms, if they don't realize that the future of this business is in advisory and not in compliance. So basically, again, going back to my mission, we want to have businesses last forever. And in order for them to last forever, in order for them to pass these businesses on to their kids, their legacy, they need somebody to guide them. They need some kind of advisors to help them make the businesses last forever.
And in what way do you advise them? Is it in the form the business is going, helping them notice new trends, or what exactly do you guide them with?
Yeah, so this is a combination. There's a lot of obviously a lot of things that are involved, but it all flows from obviously the foundations, which is the bookkeeping and the monthly accounting. But we are very focused with CFOs are very focused with the future of the business. So we plan forward. So we do a lot of forecasting. We do a lot of budgeting. We analyze numbers. We help business owners foresee, if there's any kind of opportunity to invest money somewhere. If there's the bigger part of it is, what's going on in their business. A lot of business owners, they have employees that they're working with, and a lot of times they can't see which employee is not performing as well. we basically, the bigger thing of CFOs are, we bring things up to business owners' attention. We ask questions, and most of the time, it's like, the difference is, like a regular bookkeeper, a regular accountant, they're like a at-home weight scale, right? Is it fat? Is it muscle? What do I do about it?
Yeah.
A chief financial officer is someone who we hold business owners accountable. We set targets with them. We go through the numbers with them every single month. So imagine, you're trying to lose, whatever, 10, 20, 30 pounds, and you have a personal trainer on top of you asking you questions every single week. They're on you. They're asking you. You're going to get that problem solved at some point.
So how do you work one-on-one with each client, or do they have a blueprint to follow, and you get on a call with them once a week? So what's the process? Can you go more in detail into that kind of aspects of
So
the program?
currently, when we bring them on board, we're working with them. I'm training them, doing Q&A sessions twice a week. I'm going through the program with them, and really teaching them how to think like a CFO, how to be a CFO, how to be an advisor to their client. And literally, we have, once we go through a module, once we go through a lesson, they have homework to do. We literally have them work with at least one business owner that they're working with, or they can practice on them at least. And then we're going to get feedback, and then we collect feedback. So, obviously, we give a lot of training material out, training templates, so they can use them to help business owners. And because of that, and the big kicker here is, this is how accounting firms will grow, because they'll be able to charge a premium price for the services they provide. But again, before that, you got to provide value to the business owner.
Sure.
And because the business owners, the accounting firm's owner's success depends on how successful the business is. Because if the business is not successful, they go out of business, and the accounting firm does not have a business to work with.
Absolutely. You also mentioned having a software that you yourself created. Can you tell us more about your software?
Which software?
You said you have a software that you're working on.
No, I don't have a software
okay.
that I'm working. I'm working on a program.
Okay.
It's a program. It's basically a 6 to 8 week program.
Oh, I see.
And people, while we're in the beta launch phase, people who sign up with us now, they get to stay with us for the lifetime of the program, and that's the big bonus that I'm giving.
When is your launch? When is your launch due? I mean, you're gonna launch. Do you have a date? Or
the official launch probably. I was thinking around Thanksgiving, but probably most likely around Christmas time. So it's going to be like an official New Year's launch. I'm selling the program one-on-one, but the official launch, like the big launch, is going to be probably around between now and Christmas.
And are you targeting clients in North America or also internationally?
So this is mostly, I'm working with people who are in America, accounting firms in America. Obviously our entire business has been remote for a while, but CFO services are CFO services. Numbers are numbers. Numbers is an international language. So, if there's firms that are going to want to work with, want my help that are international, absolutely, because pretty much, the language of business is accounting.
Numbers, yes.
Numbers.
Those don't lie.
Numbers are numbers. Numbers in Africa are numbers in America. So,
they don't lie. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the tax side, obviously there's different laws in America and overseas, but that's something. That's why I do tax planning as well, but that's why I'm getting a professional on board so they can help with that with U.S. taxes, U.S. tax law changes, with tax strategies, and how we can maximize savings for business owners, because most of them are actually overpaying in taxes, even if they have a CPA, even if they have an accountant.
Okay, that's okay. I see. What's your vision with this business? What do you want to achieve with this? Tell us about that.
Well, obviously, right now is to help accountants, to help every accountant um, become a true CFO, become a genuine leader to business owners. And again, this way, obviously, we're going to have people that are employed, our economy is going to thrive. But the bigger reason, obviously, is also to you know to to give to give to make people to help people that don't have that don't have what we have. Um,
Awesome. What would you
and then,
describe to be your ideal client? So would it be someone at a small accountant firm, someone at the mid-level, or someone at the Fortune 500 company, or do you have also any specific industry, such as say medical, insurance,
no, so right
engineering,
now, I mean, if it's
everything?
a business owner, right now the thing is, I try not to take on any low-level clients. Like if I'm going to do the work myself, if I'm going to do the
Mm-hmm,
actual CFO work, I want
mm-hmm,
um, higher end clients because again, we grow out of that. We grow out of doing the services ourselves, right? And then we go into coaching. And as far as the coaching side, um, my ideal client is obviously accountants, accountants that are probably around 100,000 in revenue, and they want to scale to 1 million. And it's pretty with the amount with what we have right now with the CFO services that we can give to these business owners and what we can charge, they can get up to 1 million pretty quickly, very
Is
quickly.
that is that monthly revenue or annual revenue?
In terms of seven figures,
Yeah,
annual
the
revenue,
annual. Okay,
annual revenue,
I
annual
see.
revenue. Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Yep.
And what is your cause? Do you have any cause in mind? Are you contributing back to the society, to people, in any way or shape or form? Because one of the reasons that I brought you here because we're both part of the community from Akbar Sheikh, which is based on make more to give more. People, leaders like you and me, who have a big heart, also contributing back. So, what's your cause? What is a cause that is really dear to your heart that you would like to eventually, or even if you're doing right now, maybe you can share that with us.
Yeah, I mean, and again, yeah, as you mentioned, we are part of the same community,
Mm-hmm.
and our coaches meme is to make more and give more. I hold to the same, and obviously, I want to make the world a better place. So, and if people are employed, if accountants can help business owners um, will employ people, and if people are employed, their families are fed. That's it. That's the bigger.
Beautifully
That's
said.
our base.
I saw one quote the other day that said, "It's not the job of the government to boost the economy. It's a job of us entrepreneurs because we're the ones creating the jobs. We're the one that actually making the differences." And that's so true because without the entrepreneurs, there would be no economy, and that's so true.
100%.
Yeah. All right. So if someone wants to reach out to you or would like to get more information about your program, where can they find you?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram. My name is Yuri Mavashev. You can spell it YuriMavashev. You can find me, um, and DM me anytime. You can reach out to me if you want to know what to expect from your accountant. Certainly feel free to reach out anytime, and I'll be happy to help.
Do you have a website for your program yet, or is best for them?
Yeah, it's going to be www.cfodriven.com.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, that's where my the main funnel is going to be.
Okay. Awesome. Do you have any parting tips that you can give to any accountant or CFO in the making?
Sure. Don't just be a number cruncher. Don't be the accountant that just puts in numbers into a software every single March. Business owners want help, even though they don't tell you. They need help. They need accountability. They want somebody to basically think through their problems with them. Because if you're able to do that, you will be able to foresee any problems that business. You'll be able to help accountants foresee any problems. You'll be able to help accountants see any opportunities that they can have, and you're just you're going to be the most trusted advisor that business owners can have.
That's beautiful. So basically what you help them is not only to spot potential opportunities, but also to have a clarity to look at where they stand right now so they can make the right decisions in order to go to the next level.
Yeah, and it's not just business, it's personal life too. Because they take money from their business to go feed their kids, to go feed their families. So
Absolutely.
being an advisor around personal finances and being an advisor around their business finances is crucially important. And that's what we help with. We help accountants. We teach accountants how to do that.
That's awesome. Thank you very much for your time, Yuri. That's all the questions for now. And all the best. We'll keep in touch and we'll be following your launch. And yeah, so I'll put all the details that you shared, the website, the Facebook group, and the show notes. So thank you very much for your time. Take care.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you
You're
for having
welcome.
me. Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Take care.